So what we'll be showing you in this video is our random plot placement. There's another way to do it gridded that will not be explained in this video. Please see the handbook for more details along that. But what we're doing today is random plot placement. The way that we do this is we have our Avenza map that already has the random plot placement established. So we are hiking in our area and navigating to the points on that Avenza map, and then we're going to see if the point that we navigate to is a suitable area for collecting data.
So when we come to our plot, we want to make sure that it's a suitable placement. That means that it can't be close to a road, a riparian area. It needs to be at least 50 feet off of the treatment boundary and at least 100 feet off of existing plots. So if the plot that you come to is unsuitable, it's too close to another plot or a road or something like that, then you can pick another random point. You do this using a random number table, and you choose a random number for azimuth and number of steps. And then using those random numbers, you can navigate to the new point and then determine if that area is suitable or not.
Yeah, so in this example, if we wanted to move our area, I would pull out my random number table on my sheet. And I would just pick the first number and I said, okay, that's 256. I'm gonna walk in the direction of 256. And then I'm gonna pick another number on my random number table. It says 12, and I walk 12 steps in the next direction. That is still probably gonna be too close. So I can, if I wanna keep going in another direction, I want to keep moving my plot. The important thing is using those random numbers, so that way there's still that random sampling intensity involved when picking your new plot. So now that we know that our plot is in a suitable position within the treatment boundary, our next step is to set up our plot. And what Maggie and I will be showing you today is our CFRI Mothership plot setup. The first thing we got to do is name our plot. So how we like to do it is we use a site abbreviation, the unit identifier, and then the plot number. So in this example, we are at Boy Scout Ranch. So we're using BSR for short as our site abbreviation. And then our unit identifier is going to be 1T1 because we're in a treatment area. So let's say if we were in a control, we might use 1C1. If there's various type of treatments, we might do 1T1, 1T2. Things like that, kind of change it up, but we want to make sure we have some sort of naming convention there. And then the last part is our plot number, and this is our first plot of the day, so we're going to use 01. So it's going to be BSR 1T1 01.
Okay, so to start, we're going to put down a kind of a temporary plot center that we're going to guide from, and then I'm going to guide Maddie in reeling out the tapes in the cardinal directions. And so how we want to start doing that is we'll start with north, so we're going to rotate the compass around to north. So we want to put red in the shed here, so the red pointer in the red boundary there, and then I'll just guide Maddie as she walks out towards north. Okay, it's gonna be like,
all right, I'm gonna like walk this way.
Okay, further left. It's gonna be a little left of this sapling, kind of straight ahead. Yep, you're looking okay. Like 2 steps left this way. That's pretty good. Actually, maybe a step back east. Yeah, that looks good to me.
Cool. So now we have 3 more transects to set up, and we're going to use the exact same process. And the directions we're going to go is one transect is going to be east-west, one transect is going to be northeast-southwest, and the other transect is going to be northwest-southeast. So again, we'll just do the same exact process, but in those other directions to end up with 4 transects in each direction.
So plots for the Mothership protocol are a 10th acre, meaning that the radius needs to be 37.2 feet out. We pull the tapes a little bit further beyond that, so we want the center of each tape be over the monument, be 40 feet, like at 40 feet. So now that we've set up the tapes, we want to establish the monuments. We want to establish them at center, north, and east. It's important to always pick the same spot or monument at the same spot on the transect tapes for consistency's sake, so that crews that are coming in the next year can find the plot.
So like Maggie said, we want to make sure we're picking consistent points. So in this example, for our Mothership protocol, we're going to put a nail at plot center right at the 40-foot mark, and then we're going to go 37.2 feet out in each direction, since that's the radius of our plot. And we're going to put a nail at north at 37.2 feet and at east at 37.2 feet.
So now it's time to monument. We use monuments with these three pieces. So we have these really long nails, then the washers, and the tags. On the tag, we'll write the plot name that Maddie was just talking about, with the plot code, the unit identifier, and the plot number. And again, we want to make sure that we're monumenting at the same place every time. So you can see on all of our tapes, we're at 40 feet. So we're going to monument right there at the intersection of all of them. So we want to put the nail through the washer and then tap it into the ground. Hopefully you don't hit a rock. We want to make sure that the nail, we leave the nail out of the ground by an inch or two, so that as litter and duff collects, it doesn't get too buried. And then you want to fix the tag to the nail in whatever way is secure. I usually do something like this, kind of wrap it around. And there we go. And we're going to repeat that process at north and east, 37.2 feet.